Alright, so this script is called Star Pass All Stars. It's got an image! It is going to
be Alejo and Lynn.
Alejo and Lynn, you got it. Who died first? First person to die was...
Gambling.
Gambling. I know that somehow they're going to find a way to screw up my algorithm, but... I need to figure out how many times we're going to shuffle seats. Alright, clear mark, close. Where did gambling go? Maybe gambling... Oh no, gambling's here. I'm gonna get an answer that's not an integer. I'm 100% certain. I specifically say integer between 1 and 9 because the algorithm doesn't work if you don't do that. You're gonna be able to handle current game and all that shit?
Yep, I got it. Don't worry about it.
You are... By the way, can I get some honks in the chat for our good friend, our good Murder Goose Navean, because without it, this stream would not be even close to being able to function the way that it does, and, yeah, so I can't even, I can't even begin to say how fantastic you are. For helping out our stream and making this thing continue and making our beautiful community more beautiful.
I do my best.
Oh, and now that's going to be on YouTube. People are going to throw that back at me now.
No takesy backsies.
Shit. Well, we done stepped in it now, chat. Now anytime that anybody says anything to me, they're going to be, or if I say anything bad about Navean, they're going to be like, oh, excuse me. Let me reference this exact timestamp on this exact video.
Somebody could go ahead and clip that and just send it to Demeta.
You don't have to. Gambling, thank you for the sub. Gambling, I need an integer. Give me an integer. While we're doing that, though, before we shuffle seats, let's figure out some characters. Alright, so the 3 demons on this script, integer between 1 and 9. The 3 demons on this script, by the way, all affect outsider modification. And there's also a Godfather, so it's insane. They're outsider info.
Gambling has given you 666, which is an excellent number. I certainly appreciate that, Gambling, but it is not an integer between 1 and 9.
How did I know? How did I know?
Jeff, I can't believe Jeff has betrayed me. He says, just edit it out, Demeta.
I could just edit it out. I have the power. I'm going to take Gambling. You know what? Gambling, you've lost your privileges. I'm going with Fraser's 4. Sorry, Gambling. It was a simple enough request. Alright, so we're gonna
I feel like all our requests are simple, and people go out of their way to make our lives more difficult.
I know. Alright, so we hit the shuffle, and what did we get? We got a little monster. Which means we're dictating kills.
We sure are.
Unless the pit hag decides to make another demon.
Fair. So what third minion do we want to throw in?
That was the question I was just about to ask. Is this going to end up being... is it going to end up being a Widow game? Widow Little Monster is fine, but, like, they can't direct kills. You know?
Right.
Is that too powerful with a Poisoner and a Pit Hag?
Maybe. Maybe we should go with, Witch or Godfather.
Alright, well, let's scratch out Widow. Let's talk about Godfather Witch. So, Godfather can affect more outsider, manipulation in the way that we'd be able to go from 2 to 3 or go to 1. I feel better about Witch. I think I feel better about Witch.
Yeah, I'm happy with Witch.
Yeah, thing is, Widow self-poisons, that's gonna turn into a different demon. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Let's go with Witch. And as far as the Drunk is concerned... Alright, let's take a look at these townsfolk. Let's skip Outsiders for now. Let's talk about these townsfolk.
Maya has said, look at it this way. There's a pit hag in play, so there's going to be a widow whether you want it or not.
That's fair.
That's true, but it also makes evil make that choice, and it makes them spend a night potentially doing it. And if the widow doesn't self-poison there, then it also confirms that there's a pit hag who's now created it. Yeah, like, they have to make choices there that I think if we put a widow in from the start is... you know, a little less interesting.
Basically, it puts the agency on the evil team. The evil team needs to be able to figure out, is that worth quote-unquote wasting a night action for?
Right. Spending a night action, you know, certainly if they choose it,
sure,
it's not a waste.
No, you're right. That's the better term. That's the better term. Let's talk about these townsfolk. So we have... There's a lot of info. This is a lot of info. There'd be two once per game rolls and a cannibal. So as soon as they get wind of a cannibal, they're probably going to push for their own execution. Walk me through Monk Little Monster.
Sorry, what?
Let's walk through Monk and Lil Monster.
Okay, so if the witch is holding the token at the time... No, because Monk only protects during the night, so the day stuff for the witch doesn't matter. They wouldn't be poisoned by a poisoner, right? And they... Yeah, you could argue that the curse never gets set down in the first place. If the... Actually, what's the night order there? I think most of the minions end up going before Lil Monster does during the night order. So the witch would probably get their token down first. So I still think witch wouldn't matter. You can't kill the monk protected player, true. They would not be able to be poisoned, and they would not be pit haggable. I guess I would rule that the pit hag wouldn't be able to turn them. But again, I think pit hag goes before Lil Monster does, probably. Karen, but if they're holding the token at the time, right? So if they're currently holding the token when they try for that, then the monk would protect them.
Well, the reason I'm thinking about it is because can the monk prevent a player from being handed the Lil Monster?
No, it is not a harmful effect to be holding the token, especially if you're a good player, because you literally just wake up and you go, yo, I'm the demon, kill me, and we win.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. To that end, and again, some of you may know that I have a Teensyville script out there that is a solo Lil Monster script with both a lunatic and a monk on it. And apparently, Navean's not a big fan. Or at least not a fan of us playing it after midnight, like a gremlin.
You have specifically requested that I make sure that it not get played at those hours of the night, alright? Don't put this all on me.
You're right, you're right. If anybody does not remember this and cannot remember this, please go back to our YouTube video and watch the Not a 1 a.m. script game, and you will see why that script should not be played like a gremlin after midnight. It is... But the reason I mention it is because that script specifically has which... I think I might actually want to add
Can't even
Psychopath.
remember your own script, huh?
Shut up. It has a witch, and it has a couple other rules that if a Lil Monster is holding them will prevent things from happening because of the monk. The way I would rule it is that a witch curse can never actually get tagged to a monk protected player.
Yeah, if the witch is holding the token at the time that they place their curse and that player is monk protected, then the token does not go down in the first place, therefore they are not cursed.
Which is why I'm actually okay with potentially having a monk in the game.
Yeah.
So
I would say that if the witch is not holding the token at the time and they place the curse, it goes down, and then even if they are holding the token later in the night, the token is already placed.
That's what I would rule too.
And therefore they would be witch cursed still during the day because monk protection wears off during the night.
To that end, Town could use a slightly less amount of info. I'm thinking maybe swapping out either one of the once per game rules if we're going to keep the cannibal, or potentially just getting rid of an empath.
Momobox says, you know what we don't need any more of? Savant info.
That's fair. We could get rid of Savant. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry I'm making you guys work. I did most of the work that game, anyway. That's not the point. We could give Savant as a bluff. I think Town... Alright, so Night Watchman, Artist, those are both very good bits of info. I have a crazy idea, and someone is going to be... leave baby, return to monk. Thank you, gambling. This is why you lost your privileges for doing the integer. But you didn't get exiled, so that's the important point.
Chatters of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your savant info.
But your chains.
Savant info is indeed chains, yes.
Monk is the only non-info townsfolk. Yeah. Technically cannibal, but again, yeah, it's not really a thing. That's why I really think Monk would actually be really good to have in the game. Is it rude to get rid of the Savant? Do we hinder good too much by getting rid of the Savant?
No, I don't think so. I think there's some really excellent information on here.
So that would be considered swap number 1 because Lil Monster doesn't count?
Yeah, I would say Lil Monster, similar to how you must take out the drunk token to replace it with a townsfolk. I would say Lil Monster does not count as one of the swaps.
Shut up, Mollybach. Shut up. I like Chambermaid just fine. Thank you very much.
Sure you do.
I'm thinking swapping out Recluse. This is where I'm gonna get crazy a little bit. I'm thinking about swapping Recluse for Barber.
Okay, sure.
The reason I think that is because Drunk has to stay. I think the Drunk has to stay. But I do think that Recluse specifically going to Barber means, yes, there is less misinformation registering off of a Recluse. And I do like the idea of a Tinker fucking with things because it could be potentially a Pit Hag Demon change, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, I think the Barber actually has chances for... Oh, 69 viewers. You guys, nice. We are officially representing the Pandemonium Institute right now. That's fantastic. The Recluse getting swapped out for the Barber means you can have a lot of non-Pit Haggy swapping shenanigans. I also like the idea of a Barber could actually end up... A bad Barber pick by the Lil Monster holder, depending on what information they have, can actually mean that a previous once per game rule could actually enter the game again. They're immune to Monk, so that's true. Good night, gambling. Yes, Chris Sanders, that was like a, I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. Let's talk about waking up. That wakes, that wakes, that wakes. That wakes. That wakes.
Yeah, actually, I wonder if, like, practically everything here wakes for Chambermaid, right?
So drunk Chambermaid?
Most things do. Oh, a drunk Chambermaid, now that's spicy.
I thought so. I think that's the correct way. Plus, a drunk with the Godfather is just always so spicy because it hides the... Ooh, it is spicy. I think the drunk and the Godfather together on the script creates so much instability. I think that's fantastic.
It can, yeah.
That's how we'll get a chambermaid in, where you can give it any number and not make a mistake. Fuck off.
I mean, technically, you can still make the mistake of giving that player info on somebody who's dead, because even though they're drunk and maybe you could make an argument that technically you could, it's not following within the guidelines of fooling the drunk into thinking that they're actually that character, right? So you still shouldn't be giving a drunk chambermaid info on dead players.
You can't tell.
Chambermaid 3.
You can't tell, but I'm brooding just a tiny bit at the fact that you're 100% correct.
Okay, listen, Flosser Rapture. And next opportunity I get, okay, I really like the drunk chambermaid here, but next opportunity I get, I will push harder for an actual chambermaid, okay?
All right. I'm going to do shuffles before I assign the characters. Shuffles.
I'm going to start the CLF, the Chambermaid Liberation Front.
No, you're not. You're just not. Alright, so I was given a 4 from Fraser. That means... Hang on. Alright, so plug that in. First Ming Dynasty.
Society for the Promotion of Chambermaid Welfare. Is it legal to give completely impossible information to a drunk or poisoned player? That is actually a really contentious question, and people feel very differently about it because it does specify in, the rule book that you should be deceiving a drunk or poisoned player into thinking that their ability is working correctly. However, it is not a hard rule. That is
correct.
A significant guideline, and most of the time you should follow it. But there are times where like it also says in the rule book, I believe, somewhere that you might want to actually give a hint to a player that they might be drunk or poisoned. There are times where maybe that would actually be a benefit to the evil team. It might actually support the drunk or poisoning more than you'd think. As Molobok says, God, that really sounds like something that could spark a 100 message thread on Unofficial, and the answer is yes, because it has.
I was going to say, hasn't it already?
It absolutely has.
Alright, so, the last remaining variable that I have in the super secret algorithm to determine shuffles was the year that John Lennon was assassinated. It is apparently 1980, thank you, Ryback, which means when I plug that in and I carry that
Bureau for the Optimistic Treatment of Chambermaids, aka BOTC.
Oh, that's quite strong. That is quite strong. That's actually 3 shuffles. Oh. Weird. I had to round, but I did it. 2 and 3. Who's in the curse position? It's Seller. Alright. So we lost a winter and a gambling and gained a skills and a Ryback. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Alright, so let's choose and assign. Hey! Dakota's not evil. Yay! Tori's not evil. Look at that.
So Molobok does bring up an interesting point that we should discuss, despite the fact that our chambermaid is evil, or not evil, drunk. Despite the fact that our chambermaid is drunk, we may end up getting this question, which is, how are we going to rule the chambermaid with regards to if a player is holding the baby? Now, technically, all of our minions wake except for Lynn not waking on night 1, but otherwise they wake every single night, and therefore will be waking to their own ability anyway. But let's say Lynn holds the token on night 1 and our drunk chambermaid chooses Lynn. Would we count Lynn as waking because they are currently holding the little monster and therefore would be waking to quote their own ability in order to choose who holds the token? Or are we not counting that as a tick on the chambermaid?
I would consider that not a tick on the chambermaid because the little monster waking is... Ooh, that's a good point. A little monster waking would be... Huh. That's a good point. How would you rule that? Because I know what... I don't know what I would say.
So, yeah, Molobok's hit the crux of it, which is that I don't think being the demon counts as having the little monster ability, and it just sort of depends on where you fall on that fence. If you believe that holding the token doesn't mean that they also have the little monster ability, you would rule that they don't wake. I would rule that they do. I rule that if the player is holding the token, and the chambermaid checks them, even if they otherwise didn't wake, I would say that yes, they wake. But I'm happy to rule it either way. I think there's justification for either of those rulings.
Sorry, Kale just asked me to swap to a green beanie, and I have one. I was going to save it for another day, but I don't remember who got me this, but thank you for those of you who did, because it has a murder goose on it.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's a green beanie with a murder goose on it. So you can thank Kale for that beanie swap. I would say, when you put it like that, I would say it wakes to kill. But no, actually...
No, the waking is coming from waking up to choose who's holding the token. The player doesn't wake to choose to kill at all. They just wake to choose the token holder.
Mollybach, you're not kidding, because there was a conversation a couple weeks back among people who are way smarter than me, who got together and talked about all of the rules interactions that may need to go down when it comes to Lil Monster and like the kind of either almanac or any other kind of weird interactions.
I'll be honest, I was asleep while they were doing all of the townsfolk chats on that, so I actually have no idea what the consensus sort of talk came to with regards to Chambermaid and this discussion. I'm sure they had it. I was asleep for it, so I apologize. As I said, though, I am certainly happy for you to rule it either way. I will back up whatever ruling you choose.
I'm going to go with no. I'm going to say that a Lil Monster a player waking up to hold the Lil Monster does not count as being woken up, because that is an ability of the Lil Monster and not a that is an ability of the Lil Monster. That is not an ability of a player and what role they actually are.
Yep. Like I said, I can see the justification for either ruling, so I support this. We will say it does not work for Chambermaid.
Listen, guys, this is a perfect example of, again, this is an experimental character and probably the biggest rules problematic character of all of them. But more importantly, I remember someone saying something along the lines of, like, it's one step away from a Fabled, which is actually kind of accurate. More importantly, the Lil Monster is one of those ones that demonstrates that when there is no actual correct answer, there is, more importantly, just a lesson here to be learned, which is, if there is no clear answer, the storyteller has the purview to be able to rule it how they wish, and the most important part of that is making sure that you are consistent with whatever ruling you choose.
Yes.
That is the most important thing. Okay, so we have the players assigned. Math is going to learn some stuff, probably. Who do we want Emily to see?
So we could show... I think maybe one of Emily's neighbors would be worth showing.
All right, I have a spicy one I want to consider. Talk me down from this, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
We have 3 minions who are going to know each other. They're not going to control kills. They have 3 minion abilities, but they have no bluffs.
Uh-huh.
What if we make Emily see Tori?
Yeah, I think that's fine too.
The reason
you want me to talk you down from this, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is great.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a balance reason why I shouldn't do that.
Nope. I don't see any reason why not to.
They're both Aussies. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, means literally nothing.
Okay. So I'm cool with this. Let's, bluffs. I didn't forget them. Don't mark it on your bingo card.
They don't get bluffs.
They don't get bluffs! I totally didn't forget it because I didn't do it. Because I didn't do it. I am smart. I think that's basically everything. We don't have to come up with bad savant info. This is good. We're good. We good. I really didn't want to... I wanted to save this beanie. I wanted to save it. But you know what? I respect spending 1,000 points. Alright, let's head back to town.
seriously,
The Australian guy.
Hello, everybody.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Emily, can you speak for a second?
Yes, I can confirm that Australia still exists.
Okay, good. Thank you, Emily.
Spanish? What?
Okay. Sure. Okay. Hello. I would like to welcome you to our second game. And I would like to welcome those of you who were not here before to remember about the fantastic thing that is one of our closest and most closely guarded and fond? Is that the word I'm looking for? Of all traditions here in Connecticut, which is doing
regarded.
Thank you, regarded. Weed or horse. For those of you who don't know, we give you the thing, and you either guess whether or not it is a strain of marijuana or a Kentucky Derby horse. In this case, the one that you are going to go into your first night with is regret. Going into the first night with regret. How fitting.
I love this. I love this name. I really hope it's a horse.
Let's go to cottages.
That is exactly what I would name a horse.
I spent millions of dollars on this, generationally bred prize horse. Oh god, I'm regretting it horribly. By the other token though, sometimes, you do some stuff because you're, peer pressure and all of that, and then there's regret afterwards. So it could go either way, because the whole point of this game, it could go either way. Alright, let's send out some characters. Okay, first we do... there is no minion info. We do Lil Monster stuff. So, we bring them all together. Alright, let's start with... It's DJ, Alejo, and Lynn. Let's go to Alejo and bring people into their cabin. Hello.
Howdy.
I would like to inform you that you are about to get some friends coming into your cabin. Hold, please.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Who's our third person?
Oh.
Guess we're about to find out.
Oh, there we are.
Hello.
Let's hope that did not know this. Let's hope.
Do we need to re-rack?
I don't know, Navean, what do you think?
Let's find.
I will leave that up to you.
I think it's always safer to re-rack, so I will send everybody back to town.
Alright.
Hello, folks. I made a bad, and I need to re-rack, so don't get attached to your previous characters.
Yay!
Shit.
Sorry, guys.
Thank goodness, I'll be honest with you.
Alright, I'm gonna go down and change to a new game. Sorry, guys. This happens. This is a thing that happens. Alright, so here's what we do, guys. We do a whole new thing. Fraser, what happened was I moved the wrong person into the Little Monster cabin by accident, so they knew what was going on. So, I need to create a new account. So, or a new game. I apologize to that.
So the question is, do we just shuffle out the characters and send everybody a different character but the same setup, or are we going to do a completely redone randomize?
I believe that the safest thing... Now, again, the correct thing to do is not necessarily the safest thing to do. I always like to err on the side of caution when it comes to stuff like this, in the fact that if the players have any inclination about the type of game that it is, I don't want them to use that information into the new game. I think it's perfectly wise to just do a brand new setup. From a World Cup perspective, I apologize if this is in violation of some sort of rule that I don't know, because I've looked at the rules for World Cup, but quite simply, a storyteller mistake needs to be figured out. So, I think it would behoove us to be able to just re-rack with a different script, or even consider the first game as having been finished because it was solved game 1 or night 1. So.
No, I'm totally fine with doing a completely new shuffle. I believe that this has actually happened before, where they started a re-rack on a game, there was a storyteller mistake made, and it got reshuffled entirely, if I'm not mistaken, on the very first set of games.
Alright, so this is a little bit of a spicier setup to start with, because I just shuffled the characters. Fangu, Godfather, Poisoner. Fangu, Godfather can negate each other and really fuck with outsider count.
They could, or they can act like a baron and just put all of them in play.
We did that last time. I
Well,
hear
we
the
had a
World
real
Cup
baron
meta is
last
day 1
time.
re-racks. Yeah, it kind of is. I know they wouldn't expect it if we had all of them in there, but then that basically only says this has to be Fangu Godfather.
That's true, yeah.
I'm going to make a little bit of a spicy decision here. I want to swap the Poisoner to the Pit Hag.
Okay.
I know that that is considered a swap, but I think that Evil needs a little bit of help here, and I don't think Poisoner is it.
No.
Then again, they don't have any misinfo. If we do misinfo, we would want to probably swap Barber and Tinker. That's 3 swaps already.
Yeah.
We could just leave it as is and just have it as a Poisoner Godfather. Actually, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being Poisoner Godfather and then Tinker Barber.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Tinker could simulate a Godfather. I don't think anyone can say for sure there's a drunken play. Yeah, exactly. The +1/-1 makes it kind of spicy. All right, let's talk about Town. Town now still has a cannibal. By the way, we haven't done any swaps yet. Town now has a cannibal. Clockmaker, Empath, Chambermaid, Math, Oracle. That's a shit ton of information. Monk in this game could only prevent literally kills and Fangu jumps. I think that's it, right? That's the only thing it can stop.
Yep.
Is that a dead brick of a character?
How is that a dead brick of a character? It's literally just how it works in its own home script.
All right, so who do we swap out? Who do we not like here? I guess we're getting a Chambermaid.
Chambermaid. Chambermaid.
Everyone in chat is going to revolt if we don't have a Chambermaid. Does Chambermaid work in this script? Yes, because Godfather is a not necessarily waking up. It's an irregular waking pattern.
Sorry, what was the question?
I was saying Chambermaid actually worked kind of cute with Godfather in the fact that it is an irregular waking pattern like it is in BMR.
Yes, indeedy.
Cannibal, is Cannibal too strong? With all these info rolls. You know, I think Cannibal could actually be kind of good as an Innkeeper, or as a Raven Keeper.
You want to swap that out?
I'm thinking if there's a better info roll that worth getting rid of. Raven Keeper Cannibal could be kind of brutal. Jeff, we fucked up. We have to fix it. So we're re-racking. Clockmaker in for what is suggested?
Yes, a real Chambermaid.
Yes, a real Chambermaid. Yes. What if we also changed out Oracle? Could be really strong. It's a Fangu though, so I guess Fangu Oracle works fine. Math is really good. Math is really good in this script. Well, actually, no. It triggers off of Monk, triggers off of Poison, or triggers off of... Well, that's basically it. What if we made Math the Monk? And that would be 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that.
Savant, I feel like, would be better as a once per game rule if we have a Cannibal. Do we like Night Watchman, Artist, or Fisherman better?
I think artist or fisherman.
Fishermen can be poisoned, they can't be vortoxed. Or no, that's changed
Fisherman
recently.
can be vortox.
That's changed recently.
Yes.
Do we... Let's see, how would the information work in
There's
this
no
time?
vortox on the script anyway, so, you know.
I know. How would the information work? Is artist or fisherman better? Empath, chambermaid, and oracle is hard. That's true, it is.
That's true. They also have a poisoner, though. So, you know, let's hope that they get some really strong poisonings in.
Let's leave the savant. Let's leave the savant, and we'll turn the empath into... We'll turn the empath into an... artist? Question mark? Not like swapping in Clockmaker and artist would help.
I agree Night Watchman is a pretty cool role. What I'm worried about is just the fact that Night Watchman is very hard confirmable, and while they can take it out with a poisoner, you can end up with a Night Watchman who hard confirms, then gets eaten by a cannibal who then hard confirms.
Yeah.
And
I'm thinking...
that's quite a bit of hard confirmation.
I'm thinking we swap out empath for artist. Empath for artist, leave in savant, which means I'm going to rely on you guys for savant info. I like Bambi's suggestion that we give empath as a bluff. I think, dude, empath, Clockmaker, Night Watchman. Actually, or Clockmaker, empath, fisherman are insane bluffs.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, everything on this script is an insane bluff. All right, let's do that. So we've got chambermaid, oracle, monk, savant, artist, raven keeper, cannibal. I feel like that's fair. All right, let's try that. All right. Get rid of this grandchild and this drunk. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do the thing. Oh, demon bluffs. Clockmaker and empath and what did I say the other one was going to be? Fisherman. Okay. All right. Sorry, I have a... apparently, Dak did pick up on the glow monster, so it was a good call. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, it's always better to be safe in those instances and just do the re-rack.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's head back.
And now we're here.
Hey guys, so yes, as you may have picked up, we ended up doing the thing with the thing, and it was bad. So this was a correct thing to do. We decided to just do a whole, new re-rack thing. Anyway, regret is still your one to consider overnight, and I'm going to send you guys to cottages and do it for real this time, and hopefully not make any mistakes. Okay, bye.
It's the World Cup.
It is the World Cup, of course. It is cursed. Okay, so we send out some characters. Bring...
So, gets to remain evil, though.
What's that?
Alejo gets to remain evil.
That's true. Alright, let's go to Alejo. You're gonna have some invaders in your cabin, and by that I mean just me and Navean.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Your fellow minion is...
Sorry, I'm eating pasta. Go ahead.
What kind of pasta? Is it good?
Fusilli. It's just with cheese.
Okay, but what kind of sauce?
No sauce, it's just cheese.
So that's good.
Cheese.
That's
you
good.
Could have at least put like butter or something.
I don't know, I didn't.
I always think of, this is probably a reference you may not get, I think of Seinfeld when I think of Fusilli.
Habby. That's right, Mida. I'm 24.
So you don't know about Seinfeld, is what you're saying?
I've never seen a Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I tried not to ever watch a Seinfeld.
Okay, you know what? I'm just apparently... I'm a fucking boomer. Sure, whatever. Anyway, Alejo, your fellow minion is Dak.
Got it.
And your demon is Jackie.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep, I will be back. Diggity diggity dack.
Yes.
Your fellow minion is Alejo.
Alejo. Okay.
And your demon is Jackie.
Okay.
And while I'm here, I might as well do your whole thing. I am here to tell you that your minion, or sorry, you are aware of the existence of outsiders. The outsiders that you know are a tinker and a barber.
And a what?
And a barber.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Yeah, the Fusilli Jerry. Yes, Mara, thank you for picking that up. So, your minions are Dak and Alejo.
Okay.
And your bluffs are Clockmaker, Empath, and Fisherman.
Fisherman. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Please choose a player.
I mean, I've got to go to back, right? Also, you know, if there's an impact on this script, that's scary.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a second there. It was hard to hear you because of the mic that you're on. I'm assuming it's the pasta.
No, it's just the mic.
So who are you poisoning?
Dakota, please.
Dakota?
Dakota.
Okay. Thank you very much. Chat, let it be known, I marked it before they said it. I knew that they were going to go for Dakota. Hey guys, we get to come up with fucked up savant info.
Poison savant info.
Poison savant info. Woo! Holy shit, what other info is there night one? It's literally just Ryback.
You know what I think we should do is kill Bruce before day one starts.
No, come on.
Listen, he said it in chat. I'll do whatever I want to do. I'll fucking die before day one starts.
I understand. I don't like confirming outsiders.
Bruce isn't even the tinker.
Oh, right.
We're not confirming an outsider. We're fucking around because a player is fucking around.
Oh yeah, we can totally do that in World Cup games. What do you think? By the way, because we have to burn a little bit of nighttime, given how few roles are actually going to be waking up on night one. What do you think regret is? Do you think it's wheat or horse?
I don't care. I want it to be a horse, and I want it to be my horse.
You want a horse named Regret?
Yeah.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, in my research of wheat or horse, I did have to eliminate quite a few different names because they ended up being both weed and horse. So I can confirm that of the ones that I have been able to find, there are no Kentucky Derby winning horses on this list that also have weed strains that I've been able to find, and more importantly, there have been no weed brands that I've found that share names with ones that with horses that have actually been in the Kentucky Derby. So I don't know if you've got some like fuck off dumb horse that never actually joined the Kentucky Derby, I don't think it counts. So
I'm gonna have 3 horses, and the other 2 are gonna be named I and Being Alive, and they're always going to stand in a very specific order.
I regret being alive. I thought you were gonna go with a weird ass Halo reference because there was 3 prophets in Halo, and one of them was named Regret. Regret. Truth.
No, I'm just leaning hard into the depression.
Yeah, that's what people do when they play video games. Shouts to Elden Ring for soothing
Jackie
my
got her
depression.
info and bluffs.
Yes, Jackie's got all their info. The only person we need to still go to is Ryback. Chat, who's the last prophet of the prophets of the Covenant? I know it's Truth, Regret, because those were the 2 big ones in the story, and there's a third one that I can't remember.
Sounds like guilt should be a third one.
don't remember what the third one was. Anyway.
There's a sentence song called Guilt and Regret.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a song called A Horse Named Regret. That sounds like some country ass shit. Let's go to Ryback. Hello, Casey fucking Ryback.
Oh, I'm your favorite character.
You are my favorite character. Please choose 2 players.
I would like to look at the chamber pots of skills and cellar, please.
Skills and cellar, you get a 0.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know, man. Yeah, I gotta boost the Ryback's volume a little bit. 1 is a prime number, Tails. It's not a question. 1 is a prime. Also, where's Buttspot been? Buttspot has been taking the night off.
It showed up early and then it, it peaked and so it fucked off.
It did peak. That's true.
It peaked after the goose shouting butt.
What am I not doing? What am I not doing, Mollybach? Oh, about 1 being a prime? 1's a prime. Yeah, I guess... sometimes you ever... And again, this is a Seinfeld reference. When you just go out on a high note, like... You ever, like, do something and it, like, just gets a huge reception and people are laughing and then you're just like... I'm done. I can't top this. I'm just gonna leave. There are some times when you just want to go out on a high note. Alright, so we need fucked up savant info. One of the cardinal points is drunk. One of the cardinal points is the drunk. Ooh. That's really strong, though. That's like a day 3-er. Oh, once per game ability.
Will Dakota be poisoned on day 3 is the thing.
That's a good point. Will Dakota be, yeah. A sober clockmaker would have gotten a 1. Sober clockmaker would have gotten a 1, or what does good want?
Mullabach says clockmaker is a bluff. Don't you dare
that's a good point.
that.
That's a good point. Do a chef number, yeah. The nearest poison player to you is a prime number of seats away. I mean, 1 is a prime number, so it counts, right? At least I know that 0 is a number. Just saying.
No, a prime number is it has to be greater than 1.
Pretty sure 1's a prime.
A prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that cannot be formed by multiplying 2 smaller natural numbers.
Okay.
This is the definition.
1 is not a prime number. Okay. Clip it. I don't care. Listen, you people with your math.
0 is a number, but it's not a prime.
The widow self-poisoned, the drunk is in the top half. The widow self-poisoned I like a lot. The drunk is in the top half. You know what, Karen? Those are both solid.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I'd love to do one when it comes to letters, Dubby. Let's expand on that so we can think about tomorrow's info.
Once again, though, we have to keep in mind Dakota may not be poisoned tomorrow.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna brainstorm it a little bit. Did you change the name of the cabin that Alejo was in? Specifically the one that they were in?
Might have done.
You're just a bully.
I mean, what's the point in being mint rivals if I don't bully them every once in a while?
It's true, and they do on their server. They bully you. So it's all's fair in love and war, right?
All's fair in destroying mint.
Okay. I'm gonna order some Thin Mints. That's gonna be great. You know what? They have chocolate. You should be able to like Thin Mints. They have chocolate.
I can tolerate mint with chocolate as long as the chocolate overpowers the mint.
Ooh. Hang on. Yep, I just hit the clip it button. We're good.
I have admitted this before via text. Alejo has actually gone back in the server and found it, and the server quoted me on it, like, literally just months and months after I said it.
All right, let's.
But once again, notice that I said tolerate, which is not the same thing as, like, actively enjoy. Just give me chocolate on chocolate, please.
Chocolate wrapped in chocolate, drizzled with chocolate and dipped in chocolate.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind next time I have a little package for you.
Andy's Thin Mints, I probably haven't had them because I try to not eat things with mint in them by choice.
All right, let's head back to town. Good morning, denizens of Ravenswood Bluff, a beautiful seaside town with cliffs of lime. Is that what those things are made of? And an ocean mist, and a beautiful little town full of people that are smart and, well, generally living. However, two very specific people are no longer living. They are the colloquially known as the Tomato and the Goose, otherwise known as the greatest comedy troupe that Ravenswood Bluff has ever produced. But they're both dead because someone apparently doesn't like fun. How fucking dare you? Avenge comedy itself by figuring out who killed us with nominations in 10 minutes.
Okay, before we go anywhere, I'd like to make an announcement. Dakota, you should probably not nominate today because I witch cursed you.
Oh, thanks.
It's impossible. It's a self-cursing witch every time, right? Nothing?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna nominate today.
Alejo, want to talk?
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Regret. Regret was a horse. No, Regret was not a horse. Regret was... Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm throwing. Regret.
I haven't clicked the outcome yet, so don't worry.
Fuck. Regret is a horse. You are correct, Navean.
Regret is a horse.
Your next one is... Shut up.
No, you shut up, you dead jerk.
Someone come talk to me in Jim Timothy's Tavern.
Because, you know, day one. Why not? First conversation, day one, right?
Tinker.
Oh boy, I'm the Oracle. You do not nominate. Don't.
I mean, I'll probably nominate at some point.
Oh, trust me, I would be itching to kill Tinkers if they nominated. I would.
I'm sure that our wise and benevolent storytellers will do exactly that, but that's okay.
Alright, well, that's nice to know, I guess. Alright, yeah, I'm the Oracle.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
cool.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello, Dakota didn't speak to me, so she's evil.
You need to break that meta. Just because they don't talk to you doesn't mean they're evil.
Fine, they're just neglectful.
That's fine. They can still be good and be neglectful.
Isn't it an open marriage? Just be chill.
Not open with another Australian.
Oof. That's rough.
Well, to be fair, Emily is very forceful. Dakota might not have had a choice in the matter.
F's in the chat for
Oh,
the marriage.
skills! That's way worse! I'm the barber.
No, you're not.
What do you mean, no, I'm not?
You're not the barber.
Yes, I am.
I know for a fact you're not the barber.
How do you know for a fact that I'm not the barber?
I'm the fucking barber, Tori. You want to try this bullshit again?
Fine, I'm a raven keeper who wants to get killed by a demon who wants to swap stuff.
Fine, you can keep claiming barber.
What are the fucking chances? Come on.
Oh, come on. I know your fucking luck. This is just the way that it's going to go every single time, Tori.
Does that mean you believe me?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Still, the fucking luck of that. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Alright, thanks. Bye.
Have a math 0.
Nice.
Yep.
It's a 4, by the way.
4. Okay. 4. Cool.
But I'm not going to be spreading that around, but at least my first conversation
It's
happened.
still showing the previous script.
Yes.
It sure is. I apologize.
And I won't be saying
My
my
bad, guys.
math
I'm so bad at
number
this. I can edit
often
that in post.
unless it becomes pertinent, where like people are arguing and things like that.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, Jackie.
Yeah.
Let's win this. Let's win this.
Yes. Let's actually meet up and be good together instead of you trying to bamboozle me.
Well, I tried bamboozling because I thought I was evil. I'm
No, I
sorry.
know that. I'm proud of you for trying to bamboozle. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
So, all right, bye.
Oh, tomato.
Really look too much askance at my neighbors, although Seller did give me Fangu in their 3s.
It's a classic seller.
Yep. So
It's the classic recluse claim, you know.
for the time being, I have no reason to believe that they're actually the Fangu, but we'll see what happens if something gets moved or whatnot. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
all right, thank you.
All right then.
Nothing. I'm the barber.
Okay. I'm a clockmaker.
Oh, fun number.
I gave it
I
to
got
Lynn,
moved.
but I will give it to you.
Thank
And
you.
just don't spread it around, please.
No,
it
no.
is a 4.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting.
So,
Okay, thank you.
are you someone that wants to get executed to try to confirm yourself with a possible swap? Are you someone who wants to try to eat up a kill at night? Just so I'm supporting you.
As a barber, probably ideal if I don't die at all.
No, but it can be.
It can be, but like the promise of the cannibal is always so much better than the actual.
Yeah, this is true.
I played a game as a cannibal. The first time I was ever the cannibal, town just executed every outsider, and I didn't get to do anything. It was miserable. But anyway, I'm gonna town square vibe. Please, please don't tell anybody who I am.
All right, I'm
wanna
not
know
gonna.
if I get
I'm, not,
something.
I'm not saying a word.
Cool, I appreciate it. Thank you.
In case you're the chambermaid, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm an outsider. There's a Fangu on the script. I'm lying my ass off about being an outsider. I don't wake at all.
Okay, well, can't say I'm actually the chambermaid, but if I am, I might check you. But I might have other people I want to check first, just because of my social distrust of them. But
Okay.
You dead?
It's not really a mortal enemy. I mean,
Lead the way, Solar.
A lawyer is everybody's enemy, so it's really not a mortal enemy.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. I didn't clear my token, but I am the artist still, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have the wildest guess.
Mhm.
1 in 11 chance of hitting the demon here, but is DJ the demon?
That is your artist question?
That is my artist question.
Look you dead in the eye and I say... No.
1 in 11 chance. Had to take it.
I hear you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I am so confused,
I was
Emily.
fucking
I mean, I'm happy to trade claims.
Fucking
I don't have any info to tell you. I feel like you're expecting me to either be a grandmother or a grandchild or night watchman or something, and I don't have any of those interactions for you, I'm afraid.
That's fine. I just asked if you wanted to tell me something, or if you wanted to ask me anything, or if you wanted me to do anything for you. And it seems like the answer was no to all of those.
No, thank you.
Well, I would like you to help me find.
Yeah.
An each night asterisk character.
You want to find an each night asterisk character. Okay.
That includes demons.
I have not encountered any yet, but I will let you know if I find one.
If you or Dak get outed as minions, it'll point at skills, and I'm mean like that.
If I die, that won't. If I get outed, that won't. That's fine.
I'll point at Tori.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Tamita, I just outed my tinkeriness. Hopefully not to the demon, but I only outed my tinkeriness because I was claiming roles that wake up and I don't, and Ryback was claiming chambermaid empath, and I said, oh shit, balls of fire, and now I don't know if I outed to the demon.
Goodness
I'm in trouble.
Gracious. Great shit balls of fire.
I don't know how much trouble I'm in, but I really hope that I don't get jumped to.
I
There's a
sure
Fangu
hope you
on
don't
the
do.
script. Yeah, there's a Fangu on the script, and I'm an outsider. I am automatically someone who is paranoid that we're in a Fangu script, or in a Fangu game.
I hear that. Well, if that's the case, you may or may not find out. Who knows?
I hope Ryback doesn't jump to me.
All right.
Thank you for. This will actually be me bluffing Savant or Fisherman, even though I'm claiming Oracle and Mathematician. But yeah.
Well, do you feel like you've spent a sufficient amount of time bluffing those things?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, we have to head back.
Thank you for listening to my rambles.
Of course, absolutely.
If you do, there's probably a problem. You should see a doctor.
Well, I came in at the right time on that one. Everyone's back.
Probably a UTI.
Yeah, I definitely came in at the right time. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to talk for a little bit, and then we will continue on with stuff.
This is CT, not UTI.
BOTC UTI.
I've been asked to find an each night asterisk character. Does anyone want to just own up now?
Demons are each night asterisk characters.
Ooh, I see.
I mean, I've heard.
Does anyone want to own up to be the demon?
No.
Oh, I guess we're never gonna solve this murder.
Of the greatest comedy troupe in Ravenswood Bluff history.
Hey, I got some laughs earlier. They were terrible, but I got them.
A regular Hercules per warrior or whatever.
I'm sorry, my cat just
Hercule
sneezed in my face.
Sorry, a regular Hercule Poirot rather than a Hercules, whatever you said.
Hercules poor boy.
Hercules.
A Hercules poor boy.
Hercules
Yeah.
Nominations are open.
Skills nominates Dakota.
Skills nominates Dakota. Why?
They know what they did.
Dakota, what do you have to say to that? Fantastic. I'm sorry I cut you off there, Dakota.
No, that's my defense. I don't have a good defense right now.
Okay. We would need 6 for this to pass.
Cody, you didn't speak to me today.
Apologies?
Yeah, that's right.
You want to talk tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Dakota, are you having a digestive emergency right now?
No, I'm fine.
5 is
screaming
not
when you
enough.
wee?
Any other nominations?
Alejo nominates skills.
Alejo nominates skills. Why?
Okay, first of all, Dakota is not the witch. Second of all, I see what you're doing there, skills, trying to get Dakota to nominate you back because you cursed her.
Skills, how do you feel about that?
Oh, you got me. Red-handed. Literally. Please, feel free to kill me.
Red-handed. We would need 6 for this to pass.
Is there any reason we need to kill just the cannibal?
Just for fun.
If I was a cannibal and no one died, I would be sad.
4 is
There's
not enough.
almost symmetry. Oh. Are you the cannibal, Emily?
Gonna...
Is that why
I
you're
neither
sad?
confirm nor deny.
Gonna say final call for nominations.
I'm too scared.
DJ nominates.
I'm sorry, someone said something before DJ. I couldn't quite hear. No?
I think it was me saying I'm too scared.
DJ, could you repeat your nomination?
DJ nominates Lynn.
DJ nominates Lynn. Why?
Mainly because I think they might not be a bad a cannibal check, really.
How do you feel, Lynn?
I'm more than okay with this. I feel like I'm very, 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 very spent, and I'm really okay with this. Thank you. Yes, vote, vote, vote.
We would need 6 for this to pass. Oh, look at this almost raspberry pie.
Almost.
10 is a whopping amount. Lynn is on the block. Any other nominations?
Only people with S names didn't vote on that. Must be evil patterning.
True. You got me.
Way too eager to die there, Lynn.
Gonna end the day
I
in
know,
5,
made it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Lynn, what is your preferred method of death?
Not getting goo jumped to.
Yeah, but there's a possible godfather on the script.
Oh shit balls, I didn't look at that.
Lynn has
Sorry.
decided to not get Fangu jumped. Instead, they do hopscotch, another form of jumping. However, twist their ankle, fall, break their face, and die. And congratulations to the good team, because what you did is figure out that Shut Up is in fact a pretty famous horse, actually. So congratulations to the horsers. Your next one for consideration
I
tonight.
just want to say that Twitch wouldn't let me put "shut up" in the prediction.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? You can't say "shut up" apparently.
I had to censor it.
Your next one for tonight is
Shit up.
Snuzzle. Snuzzle. Everybody go to sleep. All right. So, Bruce now has the Tinker ability.
Sure does. You can
God-
have one dead cannibal.
Godfather gets a kill tonight.
Sure does.
There's some shit going down tonight.
Indeed.
Hiding a Godfather is going to be pretty tough, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Fangu is never jumping in this game. Well, I can tell you that if the demon kills, the barber is not going to be able to trigger. Let's find out. Let's go to Alejo first. Who's getting the poison?
That's the question. That is the question.
Tis.
So, poisoning the empath was completely pointless. DJ is a good baseline option, but I think that I can aim higher.
Hey, thanks for rolling with rock for the raid.
Rolling Rock, thank you.
Hello, Rock. Thank you for rolling. You know what? Let's just stick with DJ. Let's go for the baseline.
Baseline. You got it. Thank you. We go to this person. Good evening, Emily.
Good evening.
Please choose a player.
Well, of the 5 people who talked to me, only Dakota told me anything, so I will protect Dakota.
You protect Dakota. Thank you very much. It's time to do the goo.
We are going to stabby murder death Seller.
Seller?
Seller.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's time. Please choose a player.
I think. I think I'm gonna have to go with Seller.
You're gonna choose Seller?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As a wise man once said, unlucky.
Yep. So we have a few options here. One is that we could, in fact, just kill Bruce.
We could just kill Bruce. And
the
kind
other
of make
thing
it
we
up
have
to the
consider
Godfather.
is, what are we showing our poisoned oracle?
That's a great question. If we hit... Alright, so let's play this out. If we hit Bruce, that would suggest that it is a Godfather. Unless Bruce is keenly aware that specifically Lynn is that person. What would an oracle see? Can they see that as a Fangu jump?
Seller as a Fangu jump. Yeah, I mean, sure, we could certainly try to sell that. The issue is if either Alero is executed or, DJ doesn't remain poisoned, and then they have to get a true number and it goes back down to 0, it's just going to hard signal where the poison was, but at the same time, they could also try to paint a world where you were, DJ, you were unpoisoned on that night, you got a 1, and you've been poisoned ever since.
Malashad, thank you for the gifted sub. I didn't give a chance to properly say thank you, Rock.
Yes, there is also a vigor on the script, notably, so.
Ooh.
One thing we could do is if we hide the Godfather kill, then it certainly makes one of the outsiders look potentially lying, or we kill Bruce, we make it look like a Godfather kill and a vigor killed minions, or a Fangu jump.
I think it's more benefit. First of all, there's basically 2 questions here. One, is it more beneficial to kill Bruce? And then more importantly, if we do kill Bruce, what do we show DJ? Because the other idea is if we don't kill Bruce and we just kill Seller, I think you can't show DJ a 1.
Yeah, I think I maybe agree with that.
However, if you do kill Bruce, do you show the 1 to DJ? Let's walk that through. Oh, thanks, Malashan. She would really appreciate how much you've contributed now to her cat food. I think if you kill Bruce, you show a 1.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
So the question then comes back to, do we kill Bruce?
I mean, how often do you get to Tinker kill a cannibal? Let's be honest here. Can you really even resist it?
It's very tempting. It's, like, so stupidly, incredibly tempting. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Town would then be left with a sober savant, and a sober chambermaid. I think that's enough. And a poisoned oracle. Town still has a lot. Okay, alright, okay. You could witch kill Bruce? I could witch kill Bruce.
Yes, it's quote-unquote witch kill.
But Bruce would have to nominate for that to happen. I don't think they would... If they believe Lynn at all, they're not going to nominate.
Probably not.
Yeah, alright. I think we just kill Bruce tonight, and then we show DJ a 1. Sorry, Cannibal. It happens sometimes. Sometimes it do be like that. Let's say we now go to... nothing happens there. Nothing happens there. So we just do DJ and then Ryback. Alright. Hello.
I thought I was a dead man.
Understandably so, because of how long it took for us to get here. I am here to tell you that you get a 1.
Interesting.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Please choose 2 players.
Let's go DJ and Emily, please.
DJ and Emily, you get a 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a big hit on the chambermaid. That's a big hit on the chambermaid. That's going to be like game-solving info in like 2 days, I think. Navean disappeared. Oh, Navean's talking to Alejo.
I just clicked into the wrong cabin. I don't know. I'm just
It's okay.
clicking things apparently.
I was saying that's a big hit by the chambermaid. I think in like 2 days that info is going to be very important.
Yes, quite possibly.
I think we've wasted enough time. Oh, we need savant info. Okay. If Cellar was a rattle watch, he would have woken up. That's a reference to my stupid script.
Yes, your homebrew. The
Um,
gas lamp murders.
The Gaslamp Murders, which we may or may not be playing tomorrow, depending on, interestingly enough, whether or not I can fix my lawnmower. It's like this weird butterfly effect thing. If I can fix my lawnmower tomorrow, I probably will be able to get to work on Gaslamp Murders stuff so that we can actually play next week, because we need to fix it. If I can't, then it's going to have to wait another 2 weeks. So, yeah.
Okay, so we've got some potential savant info here. False, there's a dead minion, to point to the 1 being a possible vigor kill.
Yep.
Or and the
Fangu
true
jump.
of this same player was selected twice, which is in fact true, because Cellar was chosen by both Jackie and Dak.
Yep. That actually could work very well, because there is, again, a chambermaid who chooses 2 players, a monk who chooses a player. What else is on this script that chooses players? A night watchman?
Yes.
Okay. That's basically it. And then minions, of course. A player changed characters. You know, that's so simple, it actually kind of works. A player changed characters
Yeah, there's
last night.
no pit hag, and the barber is still alive and is going to know that that's not likely to be true. So unless, like, somebody would have to come out as pit hag. Although, to be fair, the pit hag could be putting the drunk in play.
What if we said the demon changed last night?
That could be spicy. A double death could look like a pit hag demon change rather than a godfather kill.
Exactly. Or a Fangu jump. Or it could just be a Fangu jump.
Yes, could be.
So the demon changed last night, or... What would we say the good one was? Oh, a player was chosen by 2 players last night.
I actually think I like it being a little bit more non-specific of a player changed characters, as opposed to specifically saying the demon.
What did you give the Oracle? We gave the Oracle a 1. So yeah, a player change characters does actually kind of work. A player change characters, or a player was selected twice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's bring them back, and we can find out about whether Snuzzle is rideable or smokable. Hello, town. The comedy troops' bodies are still very dead. Snuzzle is something that everybody is thinking about getting together and smoking. Psych! It's a horse. Congratulations to the horsers.
That is such a cute sounding name, too.
I know. I kind of liked it better as weed, but it's fine. Your next one is going to be Apple Fritter. And also, Cellar is dead. And Bruce is dead.
Ooh, double kill.
Double kill.
Well, that gives us info. That gives us info.
Whoever
Noms
wants to
in
talk to me,
8.
I will be a werewolf cemetery.
Emily, you wanted to talk? Oh, okay, Emily. Oh, right.
Jackie, you wanted to follow up on our conversation from yesterday?
I was going to ask you what you were, but you kind of implied in chat, so I marked you with a token.
Oh, okay.
Skills, do you want to chat?
Sure, let's do it.
Hello.
Hello.
Navean snuck into the cool kids conversation, so I had to come and see what you two were doing.
Boo.
Boo. I'll shut up.
Boo that he's here, or boo that the cool kids conversation
Yes.
is full?
The answer to that question
Boo
is
that
yes.
the cool kids conversation is full.
Anyway, I'll shut
So
up.
what do you want to do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I'll do a 25 if you like. I am a character on this script. What do you want to do?
I can say it as the favoritist way. I'm the spicy version of your favorite.
I don't believe you.
Muy caliente.
Why not?
Just because. Your run of evil has been kind of epic. I think
I pulled a red token on the last one and we got a re-rack and I'm happy now.
Oh.
2.
Interesting.
Basically, have you?
What I will say to that is, between Lynn has to be confirmed as an outsider. Which one
By
does
the way,
it matter?
Ekin also chose to have
I
Clocktower.
mean, Can there be? Is there a way for 2 deaths to occur that isn't via Godfather?
Yes. Yes.
Unless like Pit Hag, which
Yes.
is possible, but I think unlikely. Right.
Could little monster kill 2 people in one night?
The little monster specifically says a player dies, so it only targets. It only would kill up to 1. It would actually. It has to kill exactly 1 player, or attempt to kill exactly 1 player.
So that's got to be a Godfather kill then.
Oh well, it could be a Pit Hag, but let's say Godfather for now until we get more proof for Pit Hag.
All right.
Right.
So if you're getting a 1 and you're getting a legit 1.
So here's actually it could be a Pit Hag and they killed one of their own minions because it'd be too powerful.
Do you think the Pit Hag actually changed the demon already?
Very possible.
Oh.
Or vigor exists.
Yeah. All right.
Jackie's got to kill skills.
All right, DJ. That's all I got
right.
for you.
I appreciate them doing that, but I don't know how they got the notion that I was a good kill.
Yeah, I don't know how they got the notion either. If I were you, I would be trying to find the other outsiders. and figuring out if it's Fangu or Vigor Mortis or Godfather or what.
Yeah, well, 2 kills would imply, I almost said Vigor Mortis. No, 2 kills would imply Godfather. So it gives us info. It gives us info, at least.
Yes, it makes it very unlikely that you would be able. There would have to be a...
What do you want to do here?
I will give you. I am either the monk or the artist.
Monk or artist? Okay. Okay. I will give you Raven Keeper or Grandmother.
Grandma or what was the other one?
Raven Keeper.
Raven. Or Gma. Okay. Sounds great. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm a Raven Keeper. I was claiming Tinker to see if there was a Fangu who wanted to try to jump to me, and then I accidentally killed the Raven Keeper. But yeah, I'm just a Raven Keeper.
Fair enough. So
claiming their role back.
Should have freaking swapped with me, and we could have been chill about it because I'm the barber.
You're the barber.
Yeah. Like, and I realize that it does bad things whenever I die, but, you know.
I mean, the thing with the barber on this script is that if we execute you, then you could be
This
put
has
back into
potential to
play,
blow up.
and we just give the Godfather a kill without removing an outsider from the game.
Rope you're early.
Exactly. So that's why, like, I'll tell people, like, look, at least if we get to late stage and it seems like I've been jumped, we know who the Fangu is, or we know there's not a Fangu. Like, killing me, having Town choose to kill me isn't that beneficial, like, with the Godfather around, so...
That's just a really mean combo. Godfather and Barber is hilariously unfortunate.
Yep, but what can you do? And I don't want to, like, it's about, whatever Lynn did is a valid enough play, I just don't want to do that sort of vibe, so, yeah,
Sure.
I'm not particularly trying to stay alive during the day or the night, but, yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for that.
You're very welcome, thank you for no, wait, you did tell me what you are.
I thought maybe you or Jackie brought demons together. That's what I totally thought. It was just day one reads. I had no clue. I guess the good news is now I know you have to be an outsider. You have to be some level of outsider because unless you're unless a pit hag happened last night, the Godfather kill happened. You know what I mean?
50-50 on apple fritter.
Well, I mean, it could be a pit hag and there's no Godfather out there.
Oh, it's very possible.
I
But,
have
you know,
no clue.
with your execution leading to 2 deaths, math says most likely Godfather, but keep the pit hag in mind.
Yeah. Also, potentially Fangu jump, because that's still
Jackie
in
and Elena
here.
spoke with each
But
other.
that's still
That
only
is
one
still in
kill.
the script.
That's
No.
still only 1 kill, it's not 2. That doesn't explain the extra death. The extra death has to be either pit hag or Godfather. Unless
that is true.
Unless one of them was the fess up to being the grandmother, you know, that could have also been the case. But you know,
yeah,
they should fess up to it if they.
So, okay,
all right,
sounds
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Like, blow it out
Yeah.
your ass.
Exactly.
Who makes you dinner, you little bitch? Yeah.
I just came in at exactly the right time.
Yes.
We're just running down skills. It's fine.
So, are you feeling Godfathery vibes or Pit Haggy vibes?
Oh, I was just assuming the death last night was Godfather, because Lynn was, I assume, claiming Tinker, right. Which should be a Godfather, but I guess if there was a demon change, that could have been arbitrary death.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes, and then we're gonna do the thing.
Does one of Bruce and Sal want to fess up to being the grandmother?
No.
Cool. So you can say it's either Godfather or Pit Hag.
Not necessarily.
What other ways there?
If Bruce, are you outed?
No.
Okay. There are several other ways other than the pit hag and the Godfather.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If that is what you're implying, what I think you're implying.
Nominations are open.
Shit.
I don't know what you're implying. That's not fair.
Me neither.
Not as clever as you.
Can I say that if you are a character that actively chooses players at night, can you talk to me tomorrow, please?
Okay, anyway, besides that,
Okay, or be a dick about it too, that's cool.
Oh, sorry, no. No one else bought me up, sorry for that, Toyota. But, I think, questions do you think which first? Yeah, screw. Why not? DJ nominates Alejo.
DJ nominates Alejo. Why?
Alejo on day one told me they're the Tinker. Well, Lynn is mostly confirmed to be the Tinker at this point, so yeah, Alejo's was lied me day one conversation. So yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah, I'm not the Tinker. I was trying to play, and it unfortunately didn't work. It might have done if we hadn't executed the Tinker. But it is what it is. I don't think I should be executed. I can get some good info in this game.
We would need 5 for this to pass.
I trust Alejo.
Three is not enough. Alejo is safe. Any other nominations?
Dakota nominates DJ.
Dakota nominates DJ. Why?
Info pointing at DJ. I think DJ is an evil player, jumping at the suspicion of one player in town. Which, to be fair, that person is suspicious. That person has reason to be suspicious of Alejo in their mind. But I have 2 separate pieces of info that points to DJ being evil. Minion at best, demon at worst. We should kill DJ here.
DJ, how do you feel?
I would love to know how 2 separate bits of information can make me a minion. Love to know why that is, but someone else kind of has me trusted on the good side, so I guess do 2 wrongs count a right, or 2 wrongs make a right? Who knows?
Hang on, I remember this. What the hell was his name? There was a song by someone named Peaston. Daryl Peaston? It was a New Jack Swing song, and it was called 2 Wrongs Don't Make a Right, and I butchered that reference, because if I just knew the name, it would have been so much better. We would need 5 for this to pass.
You tried.
I tried. If anybody could find the song, please let me know, because it was actually a banger. It was a hardcore banger.
Tori, can we talk tomorrow, please?
Sure.
As someone who's very grateful to DJ for nomming them yesterday, I'm gonna choose to trust them for now.
3 is not enough. DJ safe. No one on the block. Any other nominations?
Skills nominates Jackie.
Skills nominates Jackie. Why?
The role that they claim to me is a role that has already been useful and already done its job. This is a safe kill here.
Jackie, what's your defense?
I do not argue that I am a safe kill.
Okay. We would need 5 for this to pass. Six is enough. Jackie is on the block. Any other nominations?
Alejo nominates Emily.
Alejo nominates Emily. Tell me why.
I just think that Emily has decided to attack me based off not very much, which is to say a day one her claim, which I made to try a play. And I think that Emily has decided to pounce on that.
What are you feeling, Emily?
I haven't been particularly aggressive towards you, Alejo.
Okay. We would need 6 to tie or 7 to pass.
My favorite part is the word particularly.
Three's not enough. Emily's safe. Gonna end the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jackie, how would you prefer to die?
Quickly.
Quickly. You die before I even get a chance to say the thing that I'm trying to say. Jackie is dead. What was the one that we gave you last night? Apple fritter. Oh, the chat was divided down on this one. Apple fritter is marijuana. As cute as it would be for it to be a horse's name, unfortunately it is just marijuana. And your next one is none, because the game is over. Congratulations to the good team for their victory.
What?
Wait,
what?
Wait, what?
Serious?
What?
All right. Well, that's how that game went. It's always fucking skills.
Fucking skills.
Fucking skills.
No, literally, I had no fucking clue that Jackie was the demon there. I knew that they claimed Clockmaker, that's it. And that we didn't get 2 people on the block.
All right, so let's break it down. Jackie was your Fangu, who did not get a chance to jump. Probably would have jumped tonight, I'm going to take a guess. Jackie would have added 1 outsider to the game, but Dak, your godfather, took 1 away. Dak did indeed get a kill last night because Lynn was the Tinker. Unfortunately for Evil Team, Jackie and Dak both picked Cellar. So we're either going to give them no ability to get a kill, or a second kill, or we were going to play the fun game, which was Lynn, the Tinker, having died, and Bruce, the Cannibal, having inherited the Tinker ability, came up as a second kill as kind of a consolation prize for Evil Team for having picked the same player. Didn't end up fooling anybody, apparently. We thought maybe we could mask it as a Pit Hag kill, or a Pit Hag demon change, or potentially an actual Godfather 2 players choosing each other, or when you combine it with DJ's poisoned Oracle info, suggested that one of the dead players between Cellar, Lynn, and Bruce were dead, were evil, suggested that it could have been an already happening Fangu jump, or a Vigor Mortis killing a minion, or a Pit Hag killing a second demon. There were a lot of opportunities. However, that's not how it ended up playing out, and we did as best we can. Dakota was your Savant. Savant who got sober info on day 2, but not on day 1, because Alejo, your poisoner, poisoned Dakota on day 1, or on night 1. So, unfortunately, that's how it ended up happening. Bruce was your Cannibal, as we already said. DJ was your Oracle. Skills was your Barber, who I was certain was going to get Fangu jumped to tonight, if Jackie had lived. Ryback was your Chambermaid. Yes, there was a sober Chambermaid in a game run by me. Everybody hold your shock. Cellar was your Artist, who took a... Cellar did a play that I'm thinking a lot of people would not do, but I applaud it. Cellar, as their Artist, asked the Artist question just straight up on day 1. Is Lynn the demon? I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think that's, you know, like Cellar said, it's like a 1 in 11 chance. Sometimes you hit, you know? Go big or go home. I liked it. Emily was your monk who protected Tori night 1? Who did you choose? Oh, you didn't choose night 1 because you don't go night 1.
Yeah, not bad.
Emily chose Dakota, Knight 2, which was a good pick. And actually ended up just, you know, doing the thing. And then, as I said, Dak was your Godfather, and Tori was your Raven Keeper who did not proc. So, fun conversation. There were a lot of double claims happening in this game. People bluffing each other's roles. Skills and Tori had a conversation on day one. How did that go, guys?
I don't know. We talked for a bit, and then I said that I was the barber, and Skills said, "You want to fucking try that again?" I was like, "No." Yeah, but then the funnest conversation happened yesterday because I'd swapped with Skills so that I could like be like, "I'm a barber. Oh no, I'll catch a Fengu jump. I'll be killed." And then Alejo literally today goes, "I was trying a play. I was claiming Tinker, so I might get jumped at night, but I'm actually the Raven Keeper."
Yep, I caught that one too.
Yep.
That one too. That was pretty good.
Yep.
I was actually bluffing Empath, bluffing Ravenkeeper, bluffing Tinker.
There were so many layers. So many layers.
That's what I.
Too
Yeah, and
many
I did tell Coase I was doing that.
Yeah, Alejo did tell me that they were doing exactly that weird triple claim, so that's why I trusted them. I was like, only Alejo would think of that.
Yeah,
also, shout out to Jackie who told me that that their clockmaker number was a 4, which made me go, not clearly, very high chance that Barber is just a bluff, so Skills knows what that's about. So that must make Dak and Alejo evil. So shout out to Jackie's fake info.
It worked, didn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
So, I gotta tell you, I didn't think that the game was going to go like that. I thought it was going to go very differently. And by the way, because you guys are going to be hearing about this anyway, the reason why we did the re-rack on the first game, of course, like I said, was because Dak got pulled into the little monster cabin with everybody, and we thought, for a decent amount of time, we crafted a really good game with this little monster thing. We thought about just taking that and adding the rolls, because, you know, and we actually had some World Cup questions as to whether or not we could even do a re-rack on that, but we just said, fuck it. You're just going to start anew and just start from scratch. I am glad that there was no idea that there was a little monster going around. I'm glad that you guys picked up on that, but could have very well have just been the exact same game as it was last time. So, yeah, it happens. But anyway, that was your game of Star Pass All-Stars.
Can I say that I'm very happy that for 2 World Cup games in a row I wasn't a red token? Re-racking the second one? Yeah, let's go blue.
You didn't have one?
I had a red in the first game, but not in the re-rack nor the actual play of the second game.
I don't remember who the evil team was in the re-rack. I'm sorry.
It was me, Leo, and Lynn. I think it was.
Yeah.
And look at that, Leo and Lynn
know,
being evil again. Or not Leo, sorry.
I know I changed cabin, but I ended up alone, and so I got really confused until I was finally dragged in, and then all I heard was, should we re-rack? And I got so confused. I was like, okay, whatever.
Did you grab me instead of Lynn?
I grabbed you instead of Lynn, yeah. Because what happened was I had to drag Lynn, because it's alphabetical and Lynn has the emotes in her name. I had to drag Lynn up from to an empty cabin, which actually was DJ's cabin that has been vacated. And then it came to going into Alejo's cabin. I had to grab from either the spot that would be either for Dak or for Lynn, and I'm supposed to be grabbing the one for Lynn. I ended up grabbing by Dak instead. Oops, it happens. But yes, that was your game of Star Pass All-Stars.